Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to MysTREAMy. Welcome to tonight's episode of MysTREAMy Brony Theater 4000, where things happen and things often happen again. And man, did a lot of things happen this week, these last 2 weeks. For those of you who don't know, we didn't do our stream last week because of Mystery Science Theater's Turkey Day celebration. We wanted to give them respect and let people watch that and preps for season 2. And yeah, that happened. So yeah, that's why we weren't here last week. And man, I wish we were here last week because there was a lot to talk about. So as usual, I'm here joined with Justin Squared, but Zach will not be joining us. Instead, we got Bright Idea.
Hello. What is that?
Evan's soundboard.
No, that wasn't my soundboard.
That's a Pokeball.
The Pokeball. It's like Sakurai when he introduced the Pokemon thing from the last Smash Brothers. The Pokeball. Oh my god. So apparently Yugi Brony and Faith Star are in this thing here. Faith, I'm glad to see you here, and Yugi Brony. Ooh, Springheart's here too.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
Everybody's saying there. Everybody's going good. I like talking to them. Yugi Brony, I'm a big fan of your work. Love your videos. Pat, as a guy who used to play Duel Monsters, I really respect your work. If you don't know what he is, Yugi Brony. Yugi Brony is a character, Brony who does Yu-Gi-Oh based videos. It's really good. He duels other Rift members.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of those videos, but I'm not into the Yu-Gi fandom, so I don't know.
It's a fandom.
So what else has happened, Evan?
What else has happened? Quite a lot actually. Like 2 weeks went by, and you know what happened during these 2 weeks? Pokemon drops. We lost both Stan Lee and HAL 9000. Holy shit! A lot happened.
And even the guy who wrote the screenplay for Princess Bride, William Goldman.
Hell, that
Inconceivable.
Then there was that guy that died that was from AC/DC, and then like that one dude.
He died a while ago, though, dude.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot I was pranking John with that one. You saw that article I shared, right? I just did it to mess with people. Stuff.
But, like most people realize, like, dude, like he died a while ago.
I know. That's why I was posting it to see who would fall for it. That's why whenever I do it, I always posted it with the little kitty face with the apostrophe V and the 3. Anyway, for a little bit of updates tonight, guys. Tonight we are going to be doing our stream till about 10:30, 11 o'clock tonight because of our late opening there. Another.
Yeah, you go to the store and fill up the tires. I'll talk to Joe. The compressor's working, but you don't know where the nozzle is.
Okay. Do you need change? I mean,
No, your mom gave money.
Okay.
All right.
All right, sorry.
You're there. So anyway, what happened was I want to give a big thanks to Cell Specs for taking the time to record that with us because it's a good time there. Even after
Cell Specs, I've enjoyed her content. I've enjoyed her movie reviews, and I'm hoping she will soon start to do a guilty pleasures video because to me, in today's day and age of YouTube review content, everybody and anybody can beat down bad media, but it takes a bigger set of balls to actually defend it. So I think a guilty pleasures discussion or show or whatever is a way more interesting topic. And she actually thought about that. Goes, oh, that's actually not a bad idea.
I hear you. Yugi Brony says he likes the animation of our videos. Thanks very much, man. You do good yourself. I actually did a.
And Twiley X360, you mentioned about the plushies. Here she is, right here.
It's Little Bright.
Oh. He's like, it's amazing how I made everyone a plushie, and only one has my first generation plushie.
Mine's on the shelf over there. I don't want to get him right now, but like, yeah, Twilight X360.
I have a plushie. He's sleeping though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. His kitty
Everybody always points out the animation. Even in my videos for Hoof Rock, which the animation's good, but I hope people like what I'm writing because I don't get any discussion about what's actually in the episode. They just talk about the animation.
Well, you're timing out. Anyway.
Yeah, I hate this echo, dude.
Well,
so I'll say it again. Yes, the animation is definitely good. It's why I want it in Hoof Rock in my show. However, That's the only thing people talk about. Hardly anybody talks about, what I had wrote. And I'm like, geez, I hope you guys actually like my content.
Mhm.
Anyway, I'm looking at here.
Yeah, your content's really good.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know, because nobody really talks about it. They just talk about the animation.
So I'm
I'm a
one
little
thing.
disappointed, really.
Yeah, it's a. I'm not, I feel guilty now. Now, did I ruin Hoof Rock?
You did ruin Hoof Rock. You made it stand out, but I just,
I basically.
I hope people are actually listening to what I'm saying.
You want more of the context than the looks. You basically don't want people to start looking at it like Dick Tracy, where it looks good, but you don't really remember what the thing's about.
Yeah.
Not that I'm saying that's that's a
is
literal translated case. I'm not saying that as a literal translated case. I'm doing it as a comparison. Not a literal.
Yeah.
But yeah, you make some good stuff. Like, I like all the stuff there, especially with the things. But the thing is, I like to focus on more when I'm making Hoof Rock is more towards the jokes. Yeah. But yeah, you got some good stuff coming up there, especially with that upcoming collab you're doing that you've announced. So yeah. By the way, Yugi Brony, if you want to see something cool with Duel Monsters, I actually did a promo for the Grand Brony Gala where I simulated a Duel Monsters game with the My Little Pony trading card game, and I was actually able to make some cool card effects in live action. Anyway, what I was gonna say here is that but yeah, not every day you do that. Like, still, his work is really good. I like his coverage of the entire Rainbow Rocks album. That was one of my favorite ones to make.
Yeah, that review was really good.
Because there was just so much there. I learned more about music that day than friggin' learning geography and JoJo. You know what I'm saying? Or history, world history.
Yeah, about the music theory and just noticing the little things.
Little things, just the little things. My ears are freaking. But everything's good here. I mean, like, wait a minute. I just noticed something right now.
What's that?
Justin Jablonski is not eating anything.
Yeah, because I ate while we were doing the earlier stream.
God damn it, Justin! You know what? Fuck it. You're eating the Pokeball.
Justin,
eat the Pokeball.
Huh?
Eat the Pokeball.
I don't want to eat my Ebi. My Ebi is in here though.
Yeah, tell yourself it's just poke sushi.
It's a fox. It's
wow, they should make actual sushi that looks like Pokemon some theme.
Oh, I know. Twilight X360. I'm going to get to that about the gauntlet. I'll be getting to the gauntlet soon. But yeah, let's just put out the big thing here. One of the biggest tragic things in nerd history: the death of Stan Lee. Can you believe this?
I actually thought he was going to make it to 100.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
That hit me like
it's
a ton.
Tragic, but however, I don't feel that bad because if anybody can make it to 95, that's a great run.
Well, that was the thing. He had wealth that he didn't really care for. He loved drawing, but the thing was he was at an age where he just didn't want to care for his wealth, just more or less towards his fan base. That's what was good about him. In fact, if you guys didn't see the last video ever taken of him, it's a behind the scenes footage of him just being filmed and he's just talking about how much he likes his fans. And it was crazy. Like, there was even another vid that he made personally for his Facebook page where he says, "Guys, I know you guys have been worried about my right arm, but it's just something going on here. It's my left arm that's driving me nuts." It shows him holding a Hulk glove.
That was just so funny and also kind of sad, but mostly funny. Just seeing that.
Oh, Stanny boy. Like I said, I do have his autograph on my wall. Cruiser, you have one too.
Yeah, I have him sign my Deadpool Blu-ray.
Yeah, I hear that. Like, I have it on my wall there. And like I said, I told the story a lot here. I apologize if I'm taking the spotlight here. I met Stan Lee in 2017, where I was in line. I wanted his autograph because I knew it was his last thing as MegaCon. His last appearance as MegaCon in Florida, which was false because it was the same year as the hurricane, and he wanted to travel to MegaCon to be there for his fans in need. Because that
was a charity event.
No, that was MegaCon Tampa.
No, not the con itself, but his appearance was kind of basically at a charity.
Yeah, he was able to do that despite his health and everything. But the fact was, the only thing I ever said to him was "hello, sir," and he just said "hi" back. Many people would consider that not an interesting conversation. To me, that was like having a conversation about everything you could possibly have on the planet, and just starting and ending it there. And you know, it was just a big experience for me, and it was crazy. As a matter of fact,
Sorry, go ahead.
Like I actually met a guy at work that I worked with at the Magic Kingdom named Jim, who worked at both Disney parks for like a long time. And he actually was telling me a similar experience he had when he met Debbie Reynolds. So he knew what I was saying.
Yeah, when I met him, I didn't have much of a conversation with him, but I did have a meaningful exchange of words. I told him that I'm not the world's biggest comic book reader, but I have seen my fair share of comic book films, and I just wanted to say thank you for all the characters you've given us. And he stuck out his hand, shook mine, and said, "It was all for you."
That's just amazing. Nothing short of poetry.
The person he was.
Yeah, it really was. And Evan sent me this message like a few weeks ago. He said, "I am so glad you talked me into doing that Stan Lee photo op."
Yeah, definitely there, Excelsior.
Yeah, because it becomes that much more valuable.
Yeah.
Not just for the like inherent property value, but for the sentimental and memory value.
Yeah, in fact, there is someone in the Secret Rift who is actually making this banner of all of us, but as Stan Lee characters from his comics.
Sort of.
And originally, I think people were, like, were they paying her for the 7? Do you remember?
Well, some people did commission work. I actually have a picture of it. You keep explaining to it. I'm actually going to bring this up here. It's my wallpaper right now. I know it's not so good, but, you know, it's like...
Show them mine, too, Evan.
Yeah, you're right there in the corner. I'm the one that's being blocked because I'm Iron Man.
Okay, and she said that because you guys actually met him, I want to put you in the banner.
Yeah.
And I was sharing that photo op with other people, and they just went, "You lucky son of a bitch."
Well, that's the thing. Like, when I put also Yugi Brony, I don't know if I would imagine he would make a cameo in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. What do you think, Jablonski?
I'm not entirely sure, honestly.
I mean, you had a field day writing an art. Didn't you write an article for Stan after his passing?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
You were the one I heard it from, so well, technically it's the one that me and Cruiser heard from.
I'm
sorry, what?
He's frozen.
Yep, in the most ridiculous position, he looks like a squirrel. I gotta remember to get that "I was frozen today" thing for every single time he freezes.
I was frozen today.
But yeah, Springheart's in there. Bright idea, wasn't it?
You guys, am I back?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you are.
In there. I wasn't in the thing. I think I was having a really busy week or like a segment of times. Like, I don't know which Marvel character I would have been if I got involved in that collab.
You would be Mermaid Man.
If I was involved in it, I'd probably be Spider-Man.
I was gonna say you'd be Mermaid Man. Evil! Evil!
And Evan would be Barnacle Boy.
But here's something, a funny story about that whole thing. The character I chose to be was Cyclops, because when I was a kid watching the original, Fox Kids cartoon, he was my favorite X-Men.
No kidding.
And someone chose to be Jean Grey, and so when I saw Jean Grey's picture, I said to that woman, I go, "So does this mean we're a couple now? Are people gonna start shipping us?" And she had no idea what I was talking about.
Well, that must have been.
She goes, "Why would they do that?" I'm like, "You do realize that in X-Men, like Cyclops and Jean got married, right?" And she goes,
Yeah.
"Oh." And no one else got it either. I'm like, am I the only one who watched it?
Well, I used to watch I watched some of X-Men Evolutions, but I didn't really get too into it. But yeah,
I actually liked X-Men Evolution. I thought it was actually a pretty cool show.
I remember that opening was awesome. By the way, Brian Egan, no, you don't need to go. I want you to be on here and have fun. Everybody say hi to Brian Egan. Apparently, he's the ghost of bad movies. And thank you. I like my Fluttershy too.
Hi. Does this mean that you're the ghost that's always hanging out in our...
Nope, that's Turkish Casper. Anyway, wait, can I just point out here that Bright Idea, if she was a Marvel character, I'd see her as, I don't know, like, I'd see her as, like, the Wasp or something like that. What?
Oh.
Squirrel Girl?
Squirrel Girl.
Yeah, I don't know who Squirrel Girl is. I know a little bit, but I just know her as a comic character. Yeah.
I know.
I could probably be the Wasp. Or maybe Gamora, or...
Oh, I could see you as Gamora.
Yeah. I don't think she was in the whole cast. Was she?
I don't know if she was or not. I will say up front, you look. By the way, that shirt. I like that dress you're wearing or shirt you're wearing because you look.
It's not really. It's like a tank top, but yeah.
It looks like you look like a mermaid.
Ah, it's like scales.
Here's all you need to know about Squirrel Girl. She has defeated Doctor Doom, Thanos, Deadpool, Wolverine. Just to name a few.
Wow.
But has she destroyed God?
She's a squirrel.
Yeah. Oh, and Galactus Nest, I heard.
Well, if she defeated Thanos and Deadpool, those are already two characters. It's like, okay.
Could you think Superman could? What happens if Wolverine was just stuck in space, like he just fell out of a spaceship and just floated all over there? Would that mean he'd die?
Yeah, I think.
No, maybe.
What?
Because remember, he has regeneration.
Yeah, but he's suffocating. His body can regenerate, but his body can regenerate, but can he?
Deadpool don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Deadpool's been in space 3 times and he was melted. So but Wait,
Deadpool has been in space in the comics?
I don't know. I guarantee.
Yeah.
I haven't even read the comics. And I'm guaranteeing that Deadpool has been in space at least once. You guys can agree with me that, right?
Statistically, it's in the realm of possibility.
This is what I want from Marvel at some point. I finally want them to do World War Hulk.
Oh my god! I don't know if they can because well, maybe they can now because they got Fox, but
no, Hulk is Marvel with Fox. So I can honestly see it because since now they got it, they have all the people to do it, and I just want to see him go World Breaker.
Yeah.
Nice. I don't know what that is.
World Breaker. I'm just seeing Brian Egan say this hilarious concept. Okay, Morgan Freeman, Deadpool, and Discord walk into a bar. They get a massive headache.
I get it.
I don't get it.
I get it.
They're all kind of self-aware. Just thinking of them all narrating and trying to talk over each other.
They walk into a bar.
Oh, it's because they walk into a bar.
They physically walk into the bar.
I got a joke that Brady might appreciate.
Funny joke.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you call a lolly that explodes?
Lolly that explodes.
I have no idea. A blow pop?
Lollipop.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, Cruiser's...
Here's the thing. I came up with that in the bathroom at my friend's place during a D&D campaign.
Interesting. It's an answer.
It's one of those random bathroom thoughts.
Although Cruiser's answer was pretty funny, though, I'm gonna admit.
A blow
Yeah, blow pop.
It's a blow pop.
It's a lollipop.
But yeah, I hear you're saying Yuki Brony has a good point there.
I actually had one for that too, but I'm not gonna really say on the stream.
Yeah.
Only I shall. Only I shall.
I've noticed that too. Most underrated YouTubers are most likely to notice everyone in the live chat, but if they're popular, they're less likely to notice everyone because there are so many people. I can attest to that because my sister has done a few live streams in the past, and the chat is just goes so fast that she can't notice everybody who says.
What is she playing game? Is she playing games?
Not when she's playing games. She's shooting the breeze or answering questions.
I was about to say, like, if she's playing games, I'm gonna say, let me guess which game off the top of my head. Five Nights at Freddy's. There we go.
Yeah, she's actually one of the huge Undertale YouTubers, and she went and did the whole spiritual sequel thing.
The Deltarune's doing good.
That has been giving her a lot of success very recently, and people are loving the Let's Play series she did on that.
You gotta tell her if she's looking for a person to voice Chris. I am open. My door is open.
Nice. I'll let her know about that if she starts doing Deltarune comic dubs.
Yeah.
She does a whole bunch of Undertale comic dubs, and recently one of them has just been getting a lot of attention lately. I think it's because it's been a whole year since she put it up, and so just this random video that she made a year ago is suddenly like getting over 1 million views.
Welcome to my world. I made an Undertale video about me murdering monster kids, so there you go.
Yeah.
All the comments are a joy to me. Hell, someone animated it apparently.
Wow, really?
Yeah, the
They
animation is
animated what?
depressing of what it would be like to kill Monster Kid, and it is very sad. It is very sad.
Oh,
Cruiser never beat Undertale.
no. I haven't played Undertale yet. I should, though.
I've
I know how
beaten
it ends.
and I beat the first chapter of Deltarune.
Hmm.
Yeah, I did start playing Deltarune. However, I have like 4 Resident Evil games I need to beat.
Mm.
Like I just beat
I still have
4.
to beat-
I'm on 5 right now. I still need to beat 6, Revelations 2, and I will be getting the remake of Resident Evil 2 when that comes out.
I still
so-
need to beat the original, and I haven't done it yet.
Hmm. The original Resident Evil is on
I
a
need to
cartridge.
beat.
Well, that's Resident Evil 2, but you know.
Oh, okay.
I need to beat Let's Go because my buddy finally followed through, and I'm getting Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate at the end of the week.
Yeah, and speaking of Monster Hunter, they are making a movie, but sadly, it's made by the same guy who did Resident Evil.
Hmm.
Well, you know, they got Deadpool to play Pikachu, so you know.
Yeah, honestly, I am going to be so surprised if Detective Pikachu ends up becoming the one video game movie that everybody loves.
Yeah.
There's actually a reason, I'm actually very happy for this because 2019, the 90s come full circle
Hmm.
because
Yeah.
next year Smash Bros turns 20.
Wow.
First Pokemon movie next year comes out 20 years ago.
Wow.
Lion King is coming. Aladdin is coming out.
Aladdin,
Yep, it's the 90s being rebooted. God damn it.
and
I've
it's
said
gonna
this,
suck.
that from 2010 to 2019 is going to be the decade the 90s has come back, and I was not wrong.
And for some reason, Golden Fox absolutely hates the trailer for.
Oh yeah, I got under his skin about that too. I got real under his skin for that.
They say when
Not
you
to
go in,
tell-
they say if you go into Golden Fox's Discord server and say Hakuna Matata, he'll come running in.
Like, why does he hate it? Tell
because
me.
he's. I wish you actually read the Twitter feed, but anyway, he was saying how it was timeless and it's a classic and it doesn't need to be fixed or anything. I'm like, dude, Thing from Another World, The Fly, The House on Haunted Hill,
Day
all of
After
those have been
Tomorrow.
all of those have been remade and are sometimes better than the original.
Hell, look at Little Shop of Horrors and the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Those were made into musicals and they were better.
Yeah.
Honestly, I could. The best way I can sum it up when it comes to like remakes or reboots, whatever. Some stories are worth telling again.
Mm-hmm.
Now here's
different style, yeah.
Now, granted, I do see some people's frustration with it because I remember one person saying that to him it feels like when they remade Psycho, but it was a shot-for-shot remake.
Yeah, it's like it wasn't doing anything different, so then what's the point of telling
Yeah,
it over
so-
again?
So I think with Lion King, I honestly would be okay if they did that because
Honestly, I think the
the
remake of
animation that they're going with, oh my god.
honestly, the only thing I hear about people
But they need
hating.
to stop calling it a live action remake. It's not.
Yeah, it's just like it's updated. Like,
Yeah, they got Seth Rogen to play Pumbaa. That's really good. I like Seth
They
Rogen.
should get James Franco to play Timon. That
He's
would
my
just be perfect.
He's my favorite. He's my favorite
Jew.
Jewish comedian. Come on, man. Anyway, like one of the things I want to point out there is that like the thing for Psycho. I know Cruiser likes that movie. I mean, like the only thing I rarely hear about much about it. The only thing I mainly hear is that the acting in it is terrible. Like who played Norman Bates in that movie?
Vince Vaughn.
Okay, that explains way too much. So like yeah. Let me just put that out here that I am not a fan of Vince Vaughn. Just like how how I'm not a fan of Eric Idle.
Oh, you're not a fan of Eric Idle?
Look-
He's one of my favorites in Monty Python.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't like Eric Idle. I mean, like I think he can be funny, but I'm not a fan. Or let me rephrase that. I don't like his singing voice.
Okay.
Like
I mean, that's fair. I
if you
like
want-
it either way, but yeah.
I'm not just saying that because he's part of the reason why nobody likes Journey into Imagination at Disney World, but I'm just saying that yeah, that's basically it.
Wait, isn't Imagination song? It is.
Yeah, he was basically Journey to Imagination was a attraction at Epcot with Figment the Dragon and the Dreamfinder, and they redid it because of some financial reasons, and it features Eric Idle portraying the ride, and he's like a complete total jerk in the first version. So then a year and a half later, they change it and they make him friggin' sing the what's the name of the song in that ride? Friggin' one little spark.
Yeah.
And like the way he sings it is terrible. It's like terrible.
Wow.
It's every single time he says the word spark, it sounds like he's saying Spock. So it's like one little Spock, Spock, one little Spock.
Pronouncing things.
That's well, technically that's it's not Spock, but oh wait, it is Spock. It is Spock. What am I doing?
Now every time I go there and I would have to ride through that, I am just gonna go. When he says
imagination, when his face turns into the moon, that's like the nightmare fuel of everything.
Oh no. I mean, Eric Idle singing "Always Look on the Bright Side of Life." That's just, that's my thing.
I don't know. Like, here's the thing. Like, it's British comedy. They like embrace the British culture and the language to make it funny. That's the joke, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. You guys can agree with me on that, right, Cruiser, Justin?
Yeah, I'd say so.
But like, you know, they're serious about it. They have a good time with it.
Yeah.
Fun part is I was actually playing Earthbound recently, and in the opening there's a thing where you have to punch in your name, and when the screen fades in, you hear like a crowd, and I found the raw audio, and it's actually Monty Python's the opening to Monty Python being played. Yeah, it's like da 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 da, and that's it. It's like da 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 da. Yeah, it's like that.
I think it's Liberty March of something.
I think so too. Yeah.
Like I can play it for you guys, but like I have to find it. Dan, hold on, let me see if I can find it.
And speaking of attractions, I'm jealous of Universal with Japan.
You're jealous of what?
Universal Japan.
Why is
they
that?
get all the good shit.
Japan gets the good shit in general, so you know.
They had attractions for Attack on Titan.
No, that wasn't an attraction. That was an event.
Monster Hunter.
It's not.
I know it's the 3D ride. It was like a 4D experience.
Yeah, they also had a ride for. It was like a 3D experience for JoJo. The thing is, like the Attack on.
I was about to bring that up.
Yeah, now you can feel what it's like to be crushed by a road roller. That's the thing. Like the thing is that like here's the thing. Like, shit. Do I still have that sound effect? I gotta find it. Like the thing is that those aren't permanent attractions. They're like event packages, from what I remember. Like they did it to promote Attack on Titan's next season.
Yeah,
that's not it.
Evangelion, they Gundam for a bit.
Oh yeah, that was cool seeing a fucking Gundam.
I'm like, why is this not in America?
Cause you know we got Gypsy Danger, which is technically cooler, but you know.
No, I meant for JoJo specifically.
Copyright. Come on.
But at least
I do this thing with Cruiser. I like doing this thing with Cruiser where I keep sending him JoJo stands and saying, "Okay, what's the name of this character?"
Mike, seriously, how am I supposed to know? Because you said the character design is not a hint.
It sometimes is, sometimes isn't. Like the Moody Blues thing. Like the thing Moody Blues is actually a reference to an album name. Because the character's ability is he can rewind the past and he sounds like a phone. Sometimes
and the little bullets are is Sex Pistols.
Yeah, they're like Sex Pistol or like that.
Yep.
The last one where he fights arts and crafts or craft work, which I can understand.
It's craft work.
The last thing I sent him was a picture of Angelo with Aqua necklace, which is just a character made of water wrapped around his neck.
Best way to know what the name of the character is: listen to the voice actor, because the voice actor and the subtitle are two completely different names.
Hold on. To me, the Japan 4D ride feels like you're part of a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That's a good way to put it, actually.
Yeah.
It's funny because Bright Idea has not seen JoJo, and I still think she needs to.
I haven't.
Well, I've been rewatching Brooklyn Nine-Nine for prepping up for the next season.
Ooh, there's a new season. What season are they up to now?
The season 6 is next year.
Where is it?
I've heard it's really good. It's like it's one of those things I'm not keeping up with.
Have you ever seen Parks and Recreation?
Yes.
Same people that made that.
And I like Andy Samberg, so I'm sure it's a good show.
Yeah.
Also, it's Andy Samberg, Terry Crews.
Terry Crews.
Sorry,
I can't remember. It has Andy Samberg, as you already know.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the name of Commander in there. But he's like a very deadpan. He's like Zach. Or he's very deadpan. And he's like nearly emotionless.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just point out this whole stream? I've been just picking this fidget spinner apart.
Yeah? Wait, how did you get that apart?
I don't know, very carefully. It was just breaking. I was just messing around with it. Because I got another one here that's more fluent and this one's dead. Look at this. It looks like, look at this. Look at this. I got a guy with little glasses.
Nice.
I could try.
It looks like a part of a mini binoculars.
That are little scissors. These are like little safety scissors.
Yeah. I just realized, like, if you take a pair of binoculars apart, you have 2 telescopes.
Yeah, I mean, like, isn't it like not easy to look through those things? Like, you can buy a Canon brand binoculars. Cruiser, I think, has used them once. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, and I saw the new She-Ra cartoon.
I still want to see that.
I am so sorry you wasted your time on that one.
Here's the thing.
Excuse.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's not meant for me. It's not made for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't feel like my time was wasted. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm not gonna watch another season of this.
I like that joke you made there, Yugi.
Voltron.
Respectable.
I don't know. The only thing I've been seeing,
She liked it.
the only thing I've been seeing about that thing is the fact that it's just been spawning so many memes.
Basically, like I've been watching people do like this review and react stuff, and it seems and listening to what those people are saying as opposed to what the fans are saying. Because what I'm hearing from fans is like how they keep drawing like Adora and Catra together. So I'm thinking, okay, so basically you fell for shipping bait.
Yeah.
And now I know I've said this before, and I'm going to keep saying it, but I'm sorry, but She-Ra looks like Ben 10 in drag. Sorry, she does. And also, like, I look at this other character, Spinnerella. She is a fat woman who has skinny hands and a skinny face, who has control of wind and air. Bring on the fart jokes, people. Yeah.
I don't know. It didn't. I don't know. They didn't work for like.
Someone actually put this perfectly. I gotta find it though first.
Twilight 360.
and were both talking at the same time. Who said what?
Yeah, he said he found something that would sum it up perfectly. Twilight 360. I don't hate fidget spinners. They help me cut my nail biting problem down. So yeah, I just got bored and I just picked this apart. I was actually doing it during the entire like recording of the commentary.
This is pretty much how someone, and this is from someone from a Lily Pete's video about it. Steven Universe, but less carcinogenic.
There you go.
What?
Steven Universe, but less carcinogenic.
Oh.
Okay.
Maybe less carcinogenic material, so it's like less cancerous.
Yeah.
I don't freaking. I didn't have any.
Why are you actually watching Lily Pete's videos?
I like having a different perspective.
Oh,
yeah, but
different.
Yeah, but why from somebody that's so terrible?
Yeah.
Someone's so psychotic.
That on here, do we?
Because
we don't have to, but anybody who acts that way, I just refuse to.
I like getting different. Let's just put it this way: I like getting different perspectives, and sometimes if it has to be the extreme route, then that's kind of what I would have to do, and that's just because I like getting 2 different perspectives of things and forming my own opinion. And so because sometimes one point will have one that's actually logically correct or at least morally decent. Same with the other side. You kind of have to listen to both sides to come with your own opinion.
Yeah, but again, why that person?
Well, I mean, I like getting into a conversation where you can at least listen to another person, even if you don't share their opinions. Actually, it's better if you don't share their opinions, because then you just, okay, so this is this person's values, and can I relate to that? Are they on the same wavelength as me? If not, then okay, I can let them do their thing. I can continue doing my thing and just carry on.
Let's just put it this way. The other person from the other side that I agree with at some points, but other points don't. Founder of BronyCon.
Oh, sweet lord! She is just as psychotic as Lily.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually had decent conversations with her.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Purple Tinker was the founder of BronyCon, and she has recently gone batshit crazy as well.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Without going into huge, political discussion. Well, no, without going to political discussion. Basically, if you disagree with her on politics, essentially, she's blocking you.
Hey.
No, I've disagreed with her, and she's actually been not that bad.
Not to me.
Maybe it depends on somebody's stance and if they're willing to have a open discussion, and if they're just gonna dig in their heels and is like, no, I'm not gonna listen to you.
Yeah, because she was on about a few things with me, and I was like, okay, I can see that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's really important in a conversation where you're disagreeing with somebody. So, okay, what you're saying makes sense, and here's how I understand it, but here's what I have to say, and does this make sense to you? Because if you come at it, it's like, yeah, you're completely wrong here. Here's my right opinion. That just escalates things.
Right,
I'm not going to get into the discussion that I had with her, because that's where it went insane. So I cannot give my side of the argument live on air.
Yeah. Nor would that be appropriate. But
I have an excellent idea. Let's change the subject.
That was timed perfectly.
Anyway, what I was gonna say. Anyway, going back to what for me and Jablonski can fill this in. Mystery Science Theater began its new season, The Gauntlet. I've only seen one episode so far, but I think me and Justin can basically sum up with the season in just two words.
It's
pretty nice.
I'm
like
guessing that's a quote.
Through. Yep, it is.
Yeah,
I'm at Lord's.
I just started
watching. Catch up with the new Mystery Science Theater.
Because throughout this weekend, while I was copying notes from my Smash Brothers review coming up, I had Mystery Science Theater 3000 playing, because I'm like, I need background noise. It was either that or The Office.
Yeah, I was actually listening to the audio from The Incredible Melting Man, one of my favorite MST3K episodes, when I was doing my client's website work. I got a client for making websites. Right, you want to pay me for making websites? Call me. I need your help with something. I mean, Brian gives me advice once in a while. And to compare it for this thing, I'm Sonic, she's Amu Chow. So there you go. So I'm the best way to.
I don't know Sonic. So anyway, I'll assume that's a good thing.
I started watching the episode Mac and Me because I actually watched that episode one time during a stream, and I remember it's the worst stream I've ever done, aside from every episode.
Mac and Me, isn't that the one where it's like E.T., but the alien
looks worse?
Yeah.
He likes fast food instead of Reese's Pieces.
No, there's a reference to that in the episode, but no, instead of Reese's Pieces, it's Skittles and Coke.
Oh, okay.
There's a point where they're in the McDonald's though.
Okay, yeah.
It's funny because it's good. I'm in the middle of watching the Ronald McDonald did have a cameo in that movie. Yeah, he actually does some pretty cool magic tricks. Anyway, there's a dance sequence with Mac in the bear suit. There's a kid instead of Elliot, we got a kid in a wheelchair. Have you heard of the Article 13 situation? I
remember that was a thing like a couple of months ago.
Is that
it's in the final stages of being voted in.
Oh no! I thought it was already voted in.
What are you referring to?
Article 13 is this European thing, like they're trying to, I guess the impression I get is
copyrighted.
Two things that people are talking at once. I'm sorry, Bright, you go first.
As I understand, it's supposed to be they're trying to forbid memes or try and break what's the terms, like crack down on copyright infringement and stuff.
Well, we're screwed.
I don't know.
Basically what it is that anything that is copyrighted, including images that would include memes, can be targeted by YouTube and all that. And here's the reason why. Because they have a definition called and I found this out from MatPat. That says in good faith, which is a very broad term.
Yeah.
And
I mean, what somebody describes as good faith might be somebody's bad faith. It's like,
and this is the thing too, is that, and he pointed this out too, is that if it does pass, and people say, "Oh, it's not going to affect us," it's not going to affect us. It is, because all the sites are going to follow that rule. And if you remember earlier in the year, you know how you got spammed with a whole bunch of privacy privacy updates. That's going to be what's happening.
Yeah, it better not pass. The people will not stand for it, but I mean, how will, like, worst case scenario, what will people resort to if it does pass?
I'm not entirely sure. But here's the thing, though. America might honestly be the only other place that would be safe from it. Might, because remember, they go for what can apply for everyone. So yes, this is a real problem. If you thought the other shit was bad, if you thought the stuff here that was going on was bad,
oh, lovely.
Well, yeah. So like that's the thing there. I don't know about well, in other terms there, we fought against the net neutrality thing. We fought against friggin' FIFA, whatever it's called.
The soccer team?
No. The
FAFSA.
Whole
Pipta.
What
Pepto-Bismol. Pepto-Bismol.
No, Api. No.
Aki's a friend of ours.
No. What was the guy's name?
No, I'm not talking about the net neutrality thing. I'm talking about the other thing that happened in 2012. That friggin' Pippa.
Something like that. No, but I think
SOPA?
SOPA.
Yeah.
Yeah, we fought against
SOPA and FIFA.
Yeah, they both failed. They both failed by vote, and then they tried the bringing back net neutrality. That also failed twice, and so yeah, I don't see.
Yeah, because Supreme Court won't decide on that, so it's coming back. Supreme Court said no, we're not doing this shit.
Yeah, they got better things to do.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know. I think you think America's pretty much gonna be won't allow this, right?
Honestly, I'm waiting for the day when someone creates a new video streaming platform.
It's gonna happen. Someone's gonna go, you know what? Screw YouTube. We're doing this.
I mean,
we're going here.
Yeah, we're going.
It kind of happened already with Twitch, even though Twitch is just live streaming. But still, like, I think one day it's going to happen. I think people will eventually get sick of YouTube, and someone will start something new.
Well, that's the thing, though. Here's the downside there.
Video sharing.
Well, it depends on the thing there. I mean, if you did there, they'd have to abide by several copyright laws like YouTube does. But it's just so much the crackdown. I honestly have no real say in this thing here because I think people usually go over the top. I mean, like, that's kind of the reason why we made our website. I mean, like, now we can just host our own stuff there without copyrighting getting in the way for the most part.
At the same time, though, too, it's also up to the company.
Yeah.
Because some companies are a lot more relaxed and will be like, okay, they're not making money off of this. They're just doing their thing.
Yeah.
Because I think the big issue with YouTube is that it's all done by bots and algorithms. There's not really live people checking this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless something gets reported or anything.
Even
then, I'm not sure.
That's even the bigger conspiracy thing there. If they actually do get live people do that there, that is a horrible idea because it's impossible to do it based on opinion. But
Yeah,
It has-
because there are like thousands of hours that get put up on
Yeah.
YouTube. So having somebody just look at, I mean, I don't know what the majority of YouTube is, like what is the hugest category? Maybe just, even if it's just daily vlogs, it's like somebody has to just, okay, let's see what's in this person's life. Or like if it's an ASMR video, or if it's just a person staring. There are videos of like people who just stare
So does this mean
and
we're...
like they don't do anything.
So does
They
this mean...
just stare.
So...
I know what I mean by that is I think they'll probably check the content that gets flagged.
Mm-hmm.
Not everyone's video, just the ones that get flagged.
Like personally, I don't think YouTube is trying to purposely prevent people from uploading. Personally, I don't think that's what they're doing. I hate that conspiracy theory in a general sense. I just think there's just so much. There's like other sides to this and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? You guys can follow me on this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like if they like YouTube is not that sadistic. Like getting rid of lesser channels, I don't think that's how that basically works. But hell, I think YouTube did an update on their news page about warning people about this thing. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, let me see here. It's in the YouTube.
I mean, yeah, they haven't been really good about telling people when action has been taken. Like if somebody's channel gets taken down or deleted. Like I remember Tricky Fox's situation. And like he got no warning.
Well, yeah, it depends on. Well, was kind of a different situation because like it gets once you get 3 strikes, that's it. But it's like it depends on that one. Like I said, that's why I chose to upload on my own channel here. Hell, the only downside to it is that people can have an easier way to download videos. I gotta try that to fix that, but But let me see. Known YouTube issues. Reported playback errors on Nintendo Switch. That sucks. But yeah, they already have something for the news. On Article 13. Will your channel be impacted by Article 13? What can you do to make your voice heard? YouTube is already getting out there to fight off on Article 13.
YouTube has always been out there.
Yep.
Yeah, but they're already throwing out. But that's the thing. They are trying to generally make this easier because they are in fact actually making They did a recent thing to their update studio that's telling news about updates on the site and everything now. From what I heard, no one's probably even noticed it because it's like brand new.
Like YouTube and Facebook have lashed out against this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is really good.
So anyway,
bottom line,
go ahead, Evan.
Tell Article 13 to fuck off, or we're gonna lose the editor.
Yeah, that's true.
But anyway, if you recall a few weeks ago, I was actually harping on the Pokemon games. And recently, Jablonski talked me into getting the new Pokemon game that came out, Let's Go Pikachu. And look, there he is holding his Pokeballs. Because, despite how I feel about the Pokemon franchise, I can't lie, they are a fun game. So, he definitely he answered every question I had about the thing, and hopefully when I'm done selling all my Resident Evil action figures and I pay off a certain bill, I'll have enough money left over to get it.
Here's the thing.
I'll say this much: when you plug this thing into charge, it plays the Pokemon Center song.
Really? That's adorable.
It goes actually.
Whoa, wait, well we won't get copyright, will we? Wait, let me see.
Yeah.
Oh, it plays the healing theme, or like the Pokemon Center theme.
Didn't even realize it had a thing. When I don't play Pokemon.
Oh, that's adorable. It's funny because
that is great.
But yeah, would you say they did do some new? Yeah.
I got this little stand.
Nice. Oh, does it light up? Does it light up?
No, it doesn't light up. This does though.
Oh, cool.
I see.
It's funny because when I made Snow Mount Silver the movie, there's the scene where they're in the mental institution. In the very faint background, you can hear the Pokemon Center theme being played on the speakers, which everybody noticed that and they thought it was a cute addition. But going back to that thing, like I said, they're seeing. guess you could say Pokemon has what I like to call Call of Duty syndrome, where they release something the same game, but like they add one new different detail. Except for X and Y, where they
Don't say that to Jason Ruth.
Except for X and Y, except for X and, oh yeah, I know what you're referencing. Except for X and Y for except for Sun and Moon, where they actually went all out original, but you know.
Well, X and Y also did too with the Mega Evolutions.
Yeah, that was a new feature. Like when it came to Sun and Moon, they like kind of made the process, like they got rid of gyms and everything like that and made something interesting, while still retaining the overall goal. Like in Call of Duty, where your mission is to catch all the guns or something. I guess, but then again, we would know, except for Bright, who I'm guaranteeing is an avid player of Call of Duty. Are you?
You're gonna hate you. You would probably hate me.
What?
Huh?
You know when I buy a weapon.
Well, hold on, slow down, Justin. You gotta repeat that. I'm sorry, I couldn't get it.
Okay, for those that don't know, in the mode gun game, every time you kill someone, you get a better gun. I just go around stabbing people.
Interesting. Here's my thing. See it. Be right back. Says you, Brony. Here's my thing. If there's anything about the Call of Duty series, it's my favorite critique of all time. Remember when this series used to be based on actual war stories and actual war events, and now it just became a mishmash of craziness and inexplicable conflict? Yeah, that's exactly what it was. That was what the original was. The original Call of Duty series was based on actual stories by real soldiers.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, now they got zombies. Yeah, when
Hey guys, I'll be right back.
Come back.
Alrighty.
Come back.
Baby, come back.
Oh, we still have one more Justin.
Well, he's Cruiser. Whenever I introduce them,
I'm just noticing the autographs in the background there. Nice.
You really need to watch our stream more often, Bright Idea.
Yeah.
I had my shelf, but all my autograph stuff got put away.
Yeah. Hold on, someone just sent me a text message.
Yeah.
Someone just sent me a text message.
But
Hold
once
on.
I get a new place, they're making a comeback.
Oh, it's from her.
I think I know by the tone.
Anyway, I'll get to it later. Anyway, whenever I introduce Justin and Jablonski and Justin Sprout here, I always say, I'm here at my usual host, Justin Squared and Zach. Is that what it is? Is the 2 squared, or is it... Yeah, it's 2 because 3 is cubed.
Yeah, it's squared.
Yeah. So we go on here. Bright Idea has a new video on the Shadeside Studios website, to which I gave the clever name of Bright Eye Dubs, where she dubs a comic.
Yes, and he came up with the idea. I was just gonna say Bright Idea Dubs, but that's much better.
Yeah, because it's a pun.
Yeah, and I was thinking, I hope I don't get confused for iDubbbz, but then I went and actually saw a video by iDubbbz, and he's actually really funny, so I don't mind getting confused for that.
I don't freaking know what it is. I don't know what iDubbbz is. Is that like a thing?
No, think Filthy Frank.
I don't watch Filthy Frank.
Yeah.
What is a filthy... What the fuck is a
iDubbbz,
filthy...
He's kind of like an internet stand-up comedian. Like, I saw him do a video about pretty much restaurant portion sizes. Like, you go to Starbucks, and instead of a small, medium, large, you get a venti and a grande and something like that. And... yeah.
In other news, actually,
if you like iDubbbz, watch Chadtronic.
Chadtronic.
Is that a disease?
I'll check that out.
In other news in Florida here.
Yeah, iDubbbz is with 3 B's.
In other news in here, big news for Florida here. You guys probably have no idea who this is or whether or not it's a big deal. One of the longest lasting talk show radio hosts, Jim Phillips, finally retired from his work. And considering the guy's been on the radio for like almost 50 years, and considering I used to be an avid listener to the Phillips File, was just incredible.
Okay. Had to assist my stepdad there.
I understand. I was just telling you about the retirement of Jim Phillips from the Phillips File. If you haven't heard that thing, Jim Phillips is possibly one of the most famous talk show radio hosts in Florida for doing the Phillips File. He's done it for almost 50 years, and he recently retired like last Tuesday, and apparently it set the record for the biggest radio broadcast in Florida as of now. So if you guys haven't seen that thing, it's fine. I listen to the Phillips File all the time. And like he's been doing it so long. Like my stepmom, when she was a little girl, her father used to listen to him on the radio just talk. It's just he basically does the same thing that we do. We just sit here and talk. Truth be told, some of the Phillips File has actually rubbed off on me. Like next when we finally redo the talk show, I'm gonna be throwing in more like on set games. Like they have this thing called Closest to the Pin.
Fun.
Like they have this one game that I like. It's called Closest to the Pins, where they have like a topic and they have to say when this thing came out, and the person who's closest gets a prize. My dad's played it a couple of times, but yeah, he's retired. Hopefully he has a good life with him, and yeah, congratulations on that radio broadcast. He actually now has a day named after him in Orlando right now, and he got a key to the city.
He has a what?
Yeah, he also was awarded a key to the city. So yeah, he's that huge.
He has a day named after him.
Yeah,
like it's Phillips Day.
Yeah, Jim Phillips Day was the day he retired. So yes, he was given to him by the mayor of Orlando, as well as he was awarded the key to the city.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so yeah.
They have a screwdriver named after him, right?
I couldn't imagine.
Yep.
But anyway, another thing that happened out here, as Cruiser said there, he released his BronyCon video, his last in the BronyCon, and what's the 4 equivalent of trilogy? Hexology?
Yeah, quadrilogy.
That's
a 4.
Quadrant. Trapezoid. The entire BronyCon trapezoid.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you want to see that, it's upload now. You can see that in the link I got here. Can I just point out one Bright Idea posted her video on here? It's the longest URL I've had on the site.
Yeah.
May I also point out here that you and Cruiser are like neck and neck for having more videos on the website. As a matter of fact,
it doesn't really matter because because you have way more subs than I do.
I do not. I mean, like just because I'm like getting close to 4,000 does not mean anything. There, I won't have any way to celebrate or anything like that. Yeah. Anyway, I want to point out here that we also got tagged in a Oh, hold on. We got a comment on our Mystery Brony Theater episode.
Yeah.
It's by Zachary Spears.
Nice.
Okay.
What does he say?
How about the 1986 My Little Pony film? Oh yeah, I know the one he's talking about, the one that was made in 6 weeks.
What? There's a pony film made in 6 weeks?
Yeah, My Little Pony the movie is infamous because I actually learned this from watching the Cinema Snob when he did the review of it during the My Little Pony movie. Apparently it was made in 6 weeks.
The animation and all?
The entire animated My Little Pony movie is made in 6 weeks. And Justin, wake up! Justin. Justin.
Which one, dude?
Justin Jablonski.
X360 is asking about did you see his journal on DeviantArt?
Yeah, sure. I'll look it up. In the meantime, I gotta wake up Justin Jablonski. So here, have a horn. Anyway, I'm
I was already up, man. I didn't even fall asleep.
It looks like you were falling asleep. So apparently I'm Twiley360, the person who made the plushies. I don't know whether it's a guy or a girl. I apologize.
Yeah, it's a guy. I've seen his videos. He's a guy.
What does he do?
He does a couple of basic animations. He did a few update videos. It's like he's a smaller content creator, but yeah.
Well, right now he made a journal entry saying he might have plans if he can upload a schedule. He might have a product of joining Shaded Sight Studios. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens there, man. I would love to there. I mean, one of the things I'm striving about right now is trying to put less pony content on there because I want to be like a multi-variety on there. Ow. Anyway.
Yeah, same. I'm trying to get I commissioned a human avatar Bright Idea, and so that in the future I can do more than pony stuff, kind of like Cell Specs does. So he has a pony OC and a human OC that's like in the shadows, but yeah.
Yeah, I like your Equestria Girl OC because it looks. I always like to think of you when you do that one. Yeah. And then again, there's of course Cruiser, who's OC. I'm afraid to make. I would make a human OC for Cruiser, but quite frankly, I'm afraid to. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually made him a Equestria Girls version of his OC.
Equestrian dude.
Equestrian dude. Yes. Yeah, no, it's in the same universe as Equestria Girls. Yeah, Equestrian dude.
Yeah, Equestria bro. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm a small person community and bouncing off what Brady said. Yeah, I gotta check out your stuff, man. Maybe we'll see what happens there if you keep working at it. I mean, like, don't think that joining us will make you big or anything like that. We just do it for fun. I mean, like,
Yeah.
And because it's always a fun time there. Justin Jablonski, wake up, goddammit!
I'm asleep.
I don't care, you are. Anyway,
he's like looking down. It's like if somebody looks down, it's easy to think that their eyes are closed.
Do it again, and next time I'm gonna play the music for Naz's tuba, and Cruiser knows what it is. Anyway, it's gonna be like, how long is Naz's tuba? It's like 5 seconds of brrr, You gotta see where you're going there. We'll see what happens there, man. I would love to have more people on there in the future. But like, one of the things I want to do is that, like, I had this idea for a series that was inspired by my love of JoJo as well as other stuff. But I have to see whether or not I can pitch it out there. It depends on how it is. Justin asleep. Everybody was pointing out. I only did that because Stephen Bryant just pointed out here saying Justin Jablonski's asleep. Blow the horns again. Anyway, I gotta say here, the thumbnail that you got for your mystery for your Brony your Constars thing there is a black griffin and who I'm assuming to be Michelle Kraber.
Yeah, she cut her hair a while ago and donated to Locks of Love.
That's always good. I did the same thing. I did the same thing. Black Griffin looks like he just hasn't slept for 3 days.
I actually donated my pubes to Locks for Love.
What?
Okay, thank you.
That was a joke
crazy.
I wrote a long.
Puppet show.
Die.
Twilight X360 said he wants to make a puppet show. Sorry if I keep saying that. I'm not good with that. I'd like to see.
Yes.
Yeah, didn't you do a puppet show at one point, Bright Idea?
Puppet show? Yeah, I did a sock puppet show, and that was in my cringy days.
Yeah, do you ever...
I still want to do a series where I just like look and cringe at my old stuff. And
we did that for my stuff in the Shade Side CO's 10th anniversary stream. Hell, I actually do a couple of callbacks back sometimes for some of my stuff there. One of the things I was going to write for this season was my character saying, just because I made that last bad decision where I bought the spaghetti insurance from that robot does not mean I can do it again. It's a reference to the first episode of MIB Evan where it's like this random moment. It's a terrible... I deleted it off the internet, but yeah, it's basically an android. An android knocks on my door and offers me spaghetti insurance, and I destroy him.
Oh, spaghetti insurance.
It's insurance against spaghetti.
Oh.
Bright idea.
Yes.
You said you did a sock puppet show, right?
Yes.
Did you happen to have a dipper?
What?
A dipper?
What?
Oh, I know. That's a Gravity Falls reference.
I'm expecting one day for when we get Bridie as a guest on here, she's just gonna have a sock puppet up here the whole time.
Yeah, the sock puppet show we had was me and my sister basically wear sock puppets, and our brother did the filming, and we were all like young teens at the time. I think we were 16 or 15, and he was like 9 or 10. And we were just having fun, and we showed it to some of our younger friends, and they liked it.
They thought it was the best thing they ever saw, but
yeah.
The same thing happened to me when
your stuff is on YouTube, yay!
That's happened to me. My friends made a Saw film. I think Justin saw this before, and it's both good and bad at the same time. Like I was proud we made it, but when that came out, everybody in our high school knew who we were and loved us. Like, there we go. But here's the thing, like, you should, if I were you, I'd try and revisit that idea sometime just to see if you can up the ante.
Yeah.
Like, where are they now?
Where are they now?
Yeah, one sock puppet dated Justin Jablonski, and now look where it is.
I actually stumbled onto my old stuff, and oh my god, no. You
made YouTube videos?
It was horrible. Like I used to do like rantings and all that, and that shit was stupid.
I wonder why this phenomenon is a thing. Like, why do people cringe when they look back at their old stuff? It's like without fail, you see people look back and it's like, oh, why did I do that?
Well, one, because you see how you improved back then and what mistakes are made today. Like if you saw you use Comic Sans in one of your old videos, and now you know how efficient it is.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
so.
And then there's
It's like,
Cruiser's
you see how much
videos.
more you know.
Then there's Cruiser's videos.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, tell us.
About what?
What was your cringy video past? What was it?
Hmm.
What did you do before interviewing people?
Nothing.
Eh?
Didn't you used to do guitar covers at one point?
No.
I thought, yes, you did.
No.
I was going through videos and I was digging through your channel. I saw you playing guitar.
That was just a riff that I should, not a riff, a solo that I showed my old teacher.
I'm taking it. Anyway, well, that's the thing. When you improve over life and you see what was in the back was huge. Like, when I look back at Snow and Mount Silver, I respect it for being a record breaker, but it's really not that good. I actually feel the way I made it was...
I remember seeing it. I thought it was pretty decent for what it was.
The only part that's good is the part when she's playing the game. Other than that, then, like, everything else is bad. But, like...
Yeah.
Hell, when I made that short film in Full Sail that I can't put on the website, like I Am Nerd, the only reason that was badly done was because the original main character we had the actor quit, and we had to train this one guy in like one day, and he had no acting skills.
Oh man.
Yeah. Like we were.
The things you do when you're under the gun and you gotta just improvise.
Yeah, it was still a fun time. That was like one of the first films I directed and considered a film. But yeah, it depends on what you look at there. You're going to laugh at the old stuff there, or you're cringing at there as long as you have someone to laugh at with. It's like what Cat Icarus did with his first videos when he reviewed his review of Rascal Racers.
Yeah. Hey, cringing at old videos. It's fun times, especially if you have somebody who's watching with you. I remember showing one of my best friends my old stuff, and they were like, you should put this up on a website where it's like, you cringe at stuff, and I was like, no, I'd be too embarrassed. It's good, it's just...
Yugi Brony keeps telling me about how he used to cringe at his old content, and yeah, I haven't seen your old content, but like, I gotta see if I can look up how I did those card effects. I would definitely lend that to you, Yugi, honestly. The funny thing is, Yugi reminds me of this video, like, this is an in-joke with Duel Monsters players about what Pot of Greed does. And there was a guy, Jablonski, you know this joke I'm talking about?
I think so, yeah.
What does Pot of Greed do? Because whenever it's played in the anime, the guy's like, I play Pot of Greed. This allows me to draw 2 cards from my deck, and it's played, like, every single time someone plays it. And so someone made...
The joke is... There's also another joke. It's, Mystical Space Typhoon.
I don't care about that. All I know is the most annoying card in the Game Boy Advance game, because whenever you played it, made you like destroy something, or else it wouldn't shut up. Anyway, one thing I want to point out here is that someone made a 12-minute video explaining what Pot of Greed does, and it's just literally the definition is Pot of Greed allows you to draw 2 cards, and it's like 12 minutes long. It's hilarious. But yeah, I always say I like your stuff, Yugi Brony. I wouldn't want to duel you though, because if I did, I would make it a joke saying the moment you draw, I just happen to have all the Exodia pieces on my first draw. I'm like, okay, I win. There you go. That and I'd make you duel Zach.
Cards. I don't bother with Yu-Gi-Oh, but I still have like a deck floating around.
Well, I like to play Yu-Gi-Oh online once in a while. I'm like on screen. I like duel a couple times there. But you know. And of course,
somewhere in my collection of cards, I have a Yu-Gi-Oh deck.
Yeah, I hear you. And of course, I've had my history of other series. Like there was that one series I don't like to talk about that I'm going to pretend never existed, despite me getting some fan art about it. That just proves I can't write for shit. So I'm going to change the subject because nobody wants to hear about that fanfic that I wrote and made an audio thing, even though it gave Webcakes her kind of a starting career. But basically,
Blank flanks?
No.
Nope.
It didn't happen. It didn't happen. It didn't happen.
Well, we see, everything here is in a command on what you call being stuck in a hard place.
Stop it. I'm trying to imitate that one.
I was right.
Evan's already stuck in between a rock and a hard place.
No.
So I was right then.
No. I'm trying to imitate that JoJo video, with where he does all the parts in general. What are you doing? He's wearing an I Love Dolphin shirt. What? Stop that! Stop that! He has like different sea plushies every single time it cuts back to him. No! And he explodes. That's so good. JoJo's Earthbound Adventures. Yeah, that was my favorite video making there. It took me months to make. I had to take a break from doing it, but yeah, I loved how that turned out. I want to know the no, you don't. Anyway, one thing I want to point out here is that like here's the thing, when I actually made a reference to it where in the original season finale that on the day after the hackening, there was a finished clip of how Fast Track kills my character when he did Fast Track attacks, and at the end he strands me on the channel. You can see the clip on What's to Come, one of the earliest things after the hackening, and yeah, but basically yeah, it happens in the past there. It's been like, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. So did I mention here?
Evan's embarrassed.
No, I'm confused. I don't know what I'm talking about here. My mouth is like really tired.
Mm.
I've had the longest week of my life, so yeah. How was your
Yeah.
Thanksgiving?
My mom broke her knee.
Oh no, really?
Yeah,
Sorry to hear that, man.
I had to work.
Mm.
Not too long ago, my hospital had a bomb threat.
What?
Yeah, there was
The
a
hospital
mysterious.
got a bomb threat?
There was some mysterious bag in one of the buildings at my hospital.
Cruiser, hold on. Can you repeat that again?
There was some mysterious bag that showed up at my hospital. We had to evacuate one of the buildings.
Eesh.
Yeah, I'm not making any of this up.
Ooh.
A gun went off in our house.
Ooh.
How?
That I will not get into.
Okay, that's probably
Yeah.
best.
But it wasn't aimed at anybody, so there's
Okay.
at least that.
Was there like someone that broke in your house or something?
Evan,
Yeah.
Sorry, I was
not
just
going to discuss that on here.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll bring it up.
Okay. And I had to work.
Mm.
Blonsky,
That
how
was
your
my Thanksgiving.
John Blonsky, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was okay.
Yeah.
Like, how can you top Cruiser's story?
Pretty much. I just watched the parade, helped make dinner, and passed out in a food coma watching The Office.
Mm.
Yeah, I just watched the parade there.
Mm.
Seeing Goku as a balloon was the best thing I've ever seen.
I love that picture someone made of Vegeta with a slingshot.
I
Yeah,
saw that one.
that's spawning the fanfics.
And,
My Thanksgiving was really. I'm sorry if you weren't done there.
all I was going to say is that, and some people are calling the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving special racist now.
Of course.
What?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a stupid
Oh.
reason. Like, I don't care. I don't want to get into that. But basically,
Yeah.
What about your bright idea? What did you do on your
Um,
Thanksgiving?
My Thanksgiving was really fun because up to this point we were thinking my family was going to go to a potluck in the park, but then we got invited by one of my mom's friends to just go to their house and have Thanksgiving with their family. So we did, and they have this huge house that's so gorgeous. It's like in a really rich community, and they're also Israeli, and like my family is Jewish, and so people were talking in Hebrew, and just like I can only understand bits of it, and just like there were other people my age and my sister's age, and we had some really good food. Like my family brought this cauliflower rice, and it's like cauliflower prepared with the same consistency as rice, and just this fancy slaw. Like the food was great. I didn't have turkey because I'm vegetarian, but I had a
Aw,
full plate.
man.
Yeah.
You were so cool at first.
Vegetarians are cool.
No, they're not.
Yeah. Anyway, and then after we all ate, we had these really good desserts. We had cheesecake and
That's not vegetarian.
no, I mean it's not meat. I mean, I only have it on occasion. I don't have cheese very often, but when I do, it's a treat. You know, it's in moderation. But I don't like meat. And then we just played this game called Rummy, which is like a mix of cards and dominoes. I'm not sure if any of you know it.
I know you can play dominoes with cards in some cases.
Yeah. But really fun time, really beautiful house, and cool people, and good food. That was my Thanksgiving. And then after that, this past weekend, I went on a camping trip with my sister's boyfriend's family, and that was a whole thing. We went camping, like in tents, and
Why would
like,
anybody want to go camping?
Really for fun.
Seriously, like if it's so
I
good
guess.
outside, then why are the bugs trying to get in my house?
Well, you get out in nature, you see the Florida wildlife. We actually saw a snake
Yeah, I want to keep
and a
that
turtle
relationship
today.
professional.
I actually saw a snake and a tortoise today, and a great blue heron just like flying in the distance.
Blue heroin? My God, woman.
No, great blue heron, like you know. And
Wait, was Walter White there too?
I don't know. References I do not know.
That makes
Yeah,
it funny.
camping was really fun. Yeah, it was really fun, and got to hang with some cool people, and actually have some food made on the grill, and just
What vegetarian food can you put on a grill?
Corn.
veggies.
Yeah, you can
potatoes.
yeah.
Zucchini.
Yeah, you can grill. You can grill.
Carrots.
You can grill vegetables,
I
That
man.
just seems like such a waste.
What do you mean a waste? You can cook shish kebabs on there. It's like required to be
Yeah.
grilled.
Yeah, like we made these
You need to
potato,
put meat
tomato,
on that.
onion. Yeah, they had the meats.
Yeah, that's
so
how
they're
you do it.
Arby's?
What?
So they're Arby's?
Yeah, we have. I actually made that joke. Like somebody's like, we have the meats. I did. Place.
Seriously,
But,
why would any like you put a Hilton in the forest? I'll go camping.
Well, then that would defeat the purpose.
No, there's plenty of people who go there in a motorhome. Like, oh, God, my house.
Yeah.
Other than the stream, really the only other highlight of this weekend was Hellsing Ultimate Abridged episode 9.
Haven't seen it.
Ooh.
I haven't
That
seen it.
sounds
Animated
fancy.
abridged.
It's a thing Team 4-Star does every year with their. It's like
Ah.
based on the Hellsing.
Final episode comes out next month.
No, really. They're not going to continue the tradition of releasing once a year.
It's because the episode that they were going to do was so big they had to split it into 2.
Yeah, it's like.
Just like us.
When have we ever done that? Yeah,
Whirl.
we did that
Yeah.
because of copyright.
Yeah.
We still had to.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it wasn't because it was so
But
big.
it's
We had to-
like out of necessity more than it being a legit two-parter.
Still had to do it.
Yep.
yeah, but they didn't have to.
Technically.
God, my favorite line from the new episode is so brilliant.
On the Hellsing Abridged.
Yes.
I have yet to see it.
Okay.
I have yet to see any of the Hellsing Abridged series. I know Chris.
It's a blast from your past with all the sass and lolly ass.
I still need to see Hellsing Ultimate in general, but you know, as for me, all I just did was watch the parade, and I just sit there while my step cousins were just eating food and watching football the entire time, and I'm like, I really want to go back inside and edit.
Didn't they know foosball was the devil?
Is that from the Water Boy?
Yes, it is.
Like I'm looking at like people were talking football. I'm like, I don't know how to play sport ball, so stop.
Yeah, I don't know anything about football. I'm already card-tarded. I'm also kind of sports illiterate.
Yeah. Sports illiterated.
Like I'm a good fan of baseball, but football just has so much to it. I mean, like I watched the Super Bowl for the commercials, but you know, I'm happy the Eagles won because they're my favorite team. But you know,
I remember seeing that reaction video you did. I think when you did a Facebook Live and you and your
oh yeah, that's right. We
watched
were celebrating the victory of the Eagles. Yeah, that was great. But like, it's like it was a good time. It was a fun time. Eagles never won anything, and you know it was great. Philadelphia did not sleep tonight, and neither because of all the burning flames. Anyway, but enough about Philadelphia, about the city of brotherly love. What else was going on this week? Black Friday. None of us went, so none of us because we're all alive.
Nope. I was camping. I had no. Yeah.
I have to go camping again one day.
I'm broke.
Yeah.
I have work.
I just work.
I want to sleep in tomorrow before work. I don't even know why, but you know, I had literally the longest week of my life. Honestly, well, I'll get more into that later, but like the factoid is that like things were just all over the place for me and everything like that. But it's basically it was a long week. It was a long week with Thanksgiving and everything there, and now I got Christmas I got to worry about and everything like that. Especially considering that we're only
exactly a month from now.
Yeah, especially since we got. Hold on a second. We got
like I said, treat yourself to a Switch and get some games.
Hello, who is it?
2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 more of these streams left, and
I'm still doing a stream.
What?
That was my sister knocking on the door.
We got 5 minutes. I mean, we got 5 more episodes of MysTREAMy Brony Theater left before we Twiley basically summed it up. My Black Friday sucked. Everybody has the same thing. But like that's the thing. We got only 5 more episodes of MysTREAMy Brony Theater 4000 left before we take a month off to make the new show. And
okay, so I'm not gonna miss anything. Yahoo!
Hell,
I was gonna say, since I'm moving in January, I wasn't sure when we were gonna do it.
Yeah, well, I gotta
so
make.
The month of January is not gonna be live streams for the crew.
Yeah, we might just do some update videos and just maybe some commercials, maybe if I have time. I really got to get more work on the next season. I gotta schedule the next recording date for Cruiser and Zach to record the next bunch of episodes. If Cruiser could actually get off his ass and do it.
Excuse me?
I'm just kidding, you idiot. Anyway,
you better be.
I know how devoted you are. I know I'm what your schedule there. I meant, you know what I mean. Anyway, the point is, like, I'm still trying to see what I can get in there because, I got to work on this season soon. Very soon. Very, very, very soon.
Well, like I said, taking January off, perfect, because I'm going to be busy for, like, January, possibly February.
Who am I going to replace you with? Am I going to get Bright Idea on every single stream on Sunday?
Yeah, I'm not going to make every single stream, but, like, I would love to do some more of these.
Replace them with a cardboard cutout. Seriously, that actually happened twice in my lifetime, where the old Tom Green show on MTV, there's always that guy, Phil Giroux, who was laughing in the window behind him. Well, one day he couldn't show up for the show, so they replaced it with a cardboard cutout of him. And there's a metal band called Meshuggah, who was from Sweden. They were supposed to do a tour in the States, but they couldn't get their singer here, so they just put a cardboard cutout of him on stage.
Meshuggah. It sounds like a Yiddish word for crazy.
You don't say.
Sounds like a thing that sumo wrestlers say.
Wasn't sure if they made it the same based on that.
It sounds like that sounds like the word. Don't sumo wrestlers say that? Meshuggah.
Meshuggah?
I don't know. Meshuggah.
No, that's what. That is a word that Meatwad says, though, in the Hitler episode of Aqua Teens.
What? When did he say that?
He goes, Shlemiel Meshuggah.
I don't know.
Which is Yiddish. It's like Shlemiel is like the dude who has bad luck.
Exactly.
So then what does Yom Kippur mean?
Yom Kippur is the Jewish holiday. Well, it's not a holiday. It's more like a holy day where it's like the Day of Atonement. Yom Kippur, yeah.
What about Shabbat Shalom?
Shabbat Shalom, that's the day of rest, like in a week. It's like a Sabbath.
And gefilte fish.
That's a food.
Gefilte fish is a dish. That is...
That's food. Even I'm not.
Way to prepare fish.
I'm a
No, these are all literally. These are all quotes that Meatwad said in the inflatable Hitler episode of Aqua Teens.
Like I'm a Methodist and I know what gefilte fish is and I haven't even tried it.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. I know exactly what it is.
And why did you ask?
It's a joke. It's a goddamn joke.
Here's a tricky one. What's phenomena? Phenomena.
Do I'm a charge in my attack? Is that hand sanitizer you had in your hand there, Justin Jablonski? Is that
every time?
That's always the fun one there. Always the fun one.
But anyways.
Why are you so close to your microphone?
Because
That's why the whispering.
Because family is sleeping and
yeah.
You sound like Cruiser doing his Louis Hoofstrong impersonation.
Good evening, everybody. But anyway, like for the month of January, I'm gonna be busy with the move and all that. February, I'm either gonna be going into a new place with my girlfriend or still being in the situation that there is. So for from January until late May, I'm gonna be leaving my kitty.
Oh, who's gonna be taking care of them?
Send him to Cruiser.
Oh.
You'd send him to Cruiser. He'll take care of it.
How many cats do you have, Cruiser?
Just 2. I used to have 3, but one was hit by a car.
Poor old Sombra.
Was the best cat ever.
I can vouch for that one.
But anyway, yeah, it's going to be a bit rough.
You're going to get your cat back, right?
Yes.
Good.
Eventually.
It's just that I have to save up for. I have to get into the new place. And I have to save up to travel back over here. Though thankfully, my girlfriend's gonna be helping because she's gonna be coming with.
That's awesome.
Yes, I have moved up into the point of a relationship where I am actually moving in with my significant other.
Yes, it was my
Which means they will finally have sex.
I know.
If you haven't already up to that point.
I'm not going to answer that.
Yeah. Yeah.
He hasn't.
Going on what you're saying.
What's up?
Good night, Springheart.
Yeah.
Heading to bed.
If anybody wants to stay in there to the end, I got stuff to say at the end. Can I point out here that Twilight 360, I am going to be doing what I did last year, and I'm going to be decorating the tree, that small tree I have, like I did last year with the jazz in the background, like I did last year.
My Lego tree is packed, so you won't be seeing it until next year.
You have a Lego Christmas tree?
I have like a little Lego Christmas tree that I got from a retro site that I write for.
Oh.
And I would actually have it up because I'm like too lazy to have a regular tree.
I'd like a Minecraft tree. That's what I would like.
That's awesome. That's
well,
an awesome idea.
Oh, that's easy.
I actually did this in a Minecraft server. I actually did make a Minecraft tree.
Ooh.
What I didn't know is I had laced with TNT.
Oh.
So and everyone would put like presents around there, and I had like a little redstone button hidden, like "Merry Christmas." Like
motherfucker. See, Grinch, this is how you're supposed to steal Christmas.
Happy Hanukkah.
Oh yeah. Evan, has anybody seen The Grinch yet?
I did.
Evan?
No.
Yeah.
That was cute.
Did you like it?
That was cute.
It sucked.
I didn't think it was bad. I didn't think it was bad. I think it was... the best way I could describe it is, imagine if this movie came out first and then the original. Basically, the original would be more of an abridged version of this one, and they had some creative stuff in there, like when he steals Christmas. I like how he the creative ways he does it, but it wasn't too good. I will say the best part was Kenan Thompson's role. He killed me in every scene he was in.
Kenan Thompson was in it?
Yeah, he was in it. He plays like this pudgy neighbor of the Grinch that thinks he's his friend, but he's really annoyed by him.
Okay. I remember seeing a review of that. I didn't know Kenan Thompson played the character.
Yeah, he plays a character, and he was the best thing in the movie.
Nice.
Oh, and underneath that tree, I actually did have a Grinch in there.
Nice. I love the Boris Karloff narrated, like the fact that it's him, and then the fact that Tony the Tiger singing the song there, and just Chuck Jones doing the animation. It's just it's brilliant in every way.
Do you know what else that guy sang? That guy sang. Believe it or not, he was actually the guy who sings the theme song in the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, Thurl Ravenscroft. That was I was trying to remember the guy's name. Yeah.
You know who the narrator for the new one is? You would never guess.
Who is it?
He actually did really good at the narration voice. He actually did sound like a guy telling you a bedtime story. It was Pharrell.
Pharrell?
Yeah.
Pharrell Williams?
Yeah.
Huh.
Daft
He
Punk
did a Happy song.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I'm trying to imagine that.
But honestly, like I said, the only thing that was kind of weak in the thing was two elements. One was I kind of didn't like the whole subplot with Cindy Lou, but that and the thing with the elk reindeer thing he finds, it's really not even needed. It was clearly something they had to throw in for a product, but yeah, the whole thing there, Pharrell I think knocked it out of the park. I actually did feel like Pharrell was telling me a bedtime story. He had like a sweet.
There was. Oh my god! I just reminded myself of something a friend shared that's based with the Grinch. You know the I think I downloaded the wrong movie meme.
Yeah.
They had one for the Grinch. I'm like, no, that's not Sinila Who. That's Sinila Woo Hoo Ha.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway, like, yeah, the movie was for kids. I think the kids would like it. It's harmless.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really important when you're reviewing something, like, keep in mind who the audience it was aimed at and versus the audience it actually got.
I give it 3 out of 5. It's not too bad. Like, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought there was some funny stuff in there. But here's the thing. If you're looking for comedy, just watch all the commercials. You basically saw every funny part in the movie.
Yeah.
And oh, damn it! I forgot this thing. Actually, wait, did it come?
But like when I remember seeing the first trailer, and I was actually kind of shocked to see the Grinch just being able to move around Whoville without anybody taking a fear of him. He was just
keep in mind, the same people who made this Grinch movie are the same people who are doing the new Super Mario Brothers movie.
Yeah. They did the Minions and the Despicable Me and the thing. I still haven't seen that
People
one.
say they hate the Minions movie. I haven't seen it, but I heard people say it was harmless.
Yeah. I mean, they are harmless. It's like, you could take them or leave them. Some people love them to bits. Some people hate them, wish they'd burn in hell or something.
Are you in that?
They're just walking punchlines. That's all they are.
Yeah.
That and Simpson penises.
Yeah, that was not even. They don't look like dicks. They look like just little popcorn dudes. I don't know.
They look like Tic Tacs.
They look like Tic Tacs, exactly.
They do look like little Tic Tacs or roofies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly, I will say and also just to clear this up, I don't have a problem with the live action Grinch movie. I think it's okay.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some funny.
Some parts are questionable, but I mean, it's anything with Jim Carrey in it where he's being hammy and it's like, he steals the stuff.
I think
the prosthetics and the
I was about to say
incredible.
That's the thing that's shown out about that was the makeups of the Who and everything there. But yeah, I like that one. I will say the new ones.
Green, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like the whole part where he's like smiling, that really Grinchy smile. It's like, yeah, that's the Grinch.
Yeah. That was the one thing though. They kind of changed the ending of the movie. Like, he doesn't have the strength of 10 Grinches. And the ending is kind of sweet, honestly. Like it's kind of like something better than what the Jim Carrey did when he apologizes. He like kind of changes, but it's weird. And then they kind of give like a very cringy thing about why he hates Christmas. Apparently, if you don't, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of spoilers here. But like, what happens is, as a kid, he was never adopted as an orphan, and he had no family to celebrate it with, and everything like that. So it's a basic kid's plot. And the thing is, whenever he's in town and sees everybody there, he's like having these PTSD like stress attacks that are like all over the place, like to a point where he just knows what he just snaps. So yeah, I can give it credit that there's no official villain in there. It's just a guy battling his own stress.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's not as...
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, I guess the movie's okay. I wouldn't say like I said, go see it if you have the kids. It's really good.
Yeah.
No, if it were my kids, if it were my kids, I'd rather them watch Teen Titans Go to the movies.
Thank you.
I've
heard really good things about that one.
It's actually worth seeing. It is.
Teen Titans Go to the movies.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, I know that had a Stan Lee cameo of all things.
His cameo was hilarious.
2 cameos actually. Okay, someone asked a question. Yeah. Someone actually asked you a big question here. Who do you think hates Christmas more, the Grinch or Scrooge? Here's the thing.
That is an interesting one.
Well, here's the thing. Scrooge was a kind of an understandable person. I mean, Christmas is, the Grinch, I think he hates Christmas more. I mean, he tried to steal it. Scrooge, Scrooge is more sympathetic of why he hates Christmas. I mean, think about this. He lost his business partner. He lost his girl. He lost almost everything in his amount of happiness. And I can relate to that. So, like, one of the things is that the fact that, you know, it's just like you can relate to Scrooge in a way, and then you, like, realize what the people are like out there, and then, like, he gets back. But the Grinch, he just hates Christmas. Why? Please don't ask him. No one quite knows the reason.
Yeah, and with Scrooge, I think he's just more of a miser, and like he's terrible throughout the year, and just Christmas it seems like it's more because everybody else is so nice. But then, like, you get a visit from a few spirits, and then it's like, okay, I guess he doesn't hate Christmas anymore. But with the Grinch, it's like apparently it's been a thing for like all his life. He's just like, Christmas, I hate it. And then it's like, you know, I'm just gonna steal it. And then he's like, okay, I guess I changed my mind on that too.
Yes, but that was the thing, and that was the other thing. Like unlike the Grinch, like Scrooge is just a businessman. He just wanted to be left alone. That's all he wanted.
Yeah. It is really interesting thinking about it. I remember going on a huge Christmas Carol binge at one point a few years ago, and just seeing all the different versions there are, and like seeing the
Jim Carrey version in that one was pretty good.
Jim Carrey did? Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was Scrooge at one point. That was actually a very good dark version in my opinion.
Yeah, I saw the George C. Scott version. I saw the Patrick Stewart version. I saw the Muppet version, obviously. There's the Mickey Mouse version.
There it is.
There's the Alistair Sims. I was trying to think of the guy's name a while back. And yeah, Alistair Sims, that's one of my favorites. It's also one of the oldest.
My favorite one's the Bill Murray one.
That's Scrooge. Yeah. I'm not sure if I would count that. It's like a derivative, but yeah. I mean, you could basically look
Where's the thing? Like, I actually heard about another Christmas Carol movie that came out about a couple of years ago that was actually really interesting. It wasn't so much about a Christmas Carol. It was about the making of it. And I thought that was...
Yeah! I want to see that one!
I thought, okay, that's an original idea. That's pretty good.
Yeah. And obviously you're going to have, like, bits of the story in there, but it's also about Charles Dickens and the whole thing that led up to the writing of it.
Yeah. I noticed that. Speaking of Bill Murray as Scrooge, don't you think Cruiser kind of looks like him a little bit?
Bill Murray?
During that age.
Yeah.
Kind of look like Bill.
I remember hearing about Bill Murray.
What?
That came out of nowhere.
Yeah, a little bit.
Except, you know, you're not, unlike Bill Murray, you don't have, you know what, that Bill Murray doesn't have an agent?
Really?
Yeah, he has a 1-800 number.
Huh.
Find it. Let's call it.
Well, that's the thing. You leave a message and then you hope he gets back to you. Anyway, like, that's the thing. Bill Murray, not a good guy to work with, what I've heard. He's, like, really, really hard to work with.
Yeah, I imagine he would be.
It's like, to put it simply, Jablonski, remember what it was like hanging out with Cameron?
Mm-hmm.
That's basically Bill Murray. Like, there are points...
Funny thing. The only reason why Bill Murray got into Ghostbusters was because John Belushi passed away.
Yeah, well, he's still good with it. He still likes that role, from what I heard.
Mm.
Yeah, but
and supposedly Dan Aykroyd's writing a third script.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ghostbusters 3 coming out.
Movie?
Yeah, for Ghostbusters 3.
No, all they need to do is just take the game that they made, release all the cutscenes.
No.
Yeah.
That is Ghostbusters 3.
I don't know what they're gonna do to replace Harold Ramis's character, because he was my favorite one. So
say he died.
Yeah, I know. He was my favorite one. He was one of my he's like one of my idols and stars, considering how much.
Harold Ramis, he was really good.
Yeah, he was also an Aspie, believe it or not.
Yeah.
That's Dan.
Yeah, Dan Aykroyd was.
No, like Harold Ramis was also one. He was actually known for inspiring children with Asperger's syndrome and ADHD.
That doesn't make him an Aspie.
Eh?
Yes, well, he's been noted several times saying, I was born with ADHD and Asperger's syndrome. He's been noted to say that hundreds of times, actually, about himself.
That's cool. So 2 of the Ghostbusters are Aspies.
Yeah, 2 are Aspies, one's a jerk. There you go.
And the other one's black.
Yeah. Yeah, don't forget that one.
No, Winston. We love Winston. But the thing was that, like, you know, I had Ghostbusters 1 and 2. I don't remember anything that happened in 2, but like I like the first one. It's okay.
I remember in 2 the painting came to life and there was a baby.
Something about the Statue of Liberty something about the Statue of Liberty being controlled by an NES Advantage. I don't remember what that was about.
Yeah. Yeah, the Statue of Liberty came to life.
And apparently, it was either the first or second movie, but Ron Jeremy's in.
Yeah, he's in the first movie. He's a background character. So is Carl Winslow. And Slimer's voiced by the director.
Yeah.
Which was also a tribute to Belushi.
Yes. I remember about that. They should make an animated Ghostbusters movie. I think that would be pretty cool. I know they had an animated TV show.
Yeah, he was voiced by and yes, there's the Garfield thing, so yeah. What do you think?
Nobody really wants to remember that.
What do you think Stardust app have Mystery Brony Theater 4000? I don't know what that question is, Seabright. I'm sorry.
Yes, but yeah.
I haven't used that in a long time.
If I ever want,
I remember it being promoted by Doug Walker on Nostalgia Critic.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
I would rather I didn't, but basically, the thing is that like if I've been meaning to actually do my own reviews for Mystery Brony Theater 4000 on the startup app, and I want to give them all thumbs down.
Nah.
It's like, this is the worst thing ever. There's this guy with the hat. Oh my god, he doesn't shut the fuck up. Down thumb. Don't watch.
Yeah.
I definitely like Daniel Radcliffe, that whole thing.
Wait, what did Daniel Radcliffe do?
It's complicated to explain. Like, it's like when he does interviews, he's like really straightforward. Yeah. By the way, Fantastic Beasts came out, so me and my dad were thinking about seeing it. So we said, wait, do you remember anything that happened in the first movie? And we're like, no. So we rented it on Amazon Prime. We're halfway through, and I look at my dad, and I'm like, do you care what the hell is going on in this movie? He's like, nope. Come on, let me just put it like this way. First Fantastic Beasts movie, it was just Harry Potter meets Doctor Who. You can fight me with that one. That's what it was.
I pretty much agree.
I mean, what do you call a guy that comes like, what do you call call a movie about a guy from another world that's parallel to ours who recruits a random person and has a giant briefcase that acts as his home base?
I will say that as a Whovian, that totally makes sense. It's
Doctor fucking Who.
Okay, and speaking of Doctor Who, it looks like Jodie Whittaker might already be out.
What?
It's rumored that she's already leaving the show.
Must not have been able to handle.
Plummeted.
Hey.
Yeah, because apparently the stories have gotten boring, and aside from the gender swap, there's really nothing about her that makes this version of the Doctor hers. It's basically she's just putting on David Tennant's performance.
I mean, I haven't been able to catch up with episodes because of just general busyness, but I'm sorry to hear that ratings haven't been that good.
And you call yourself a Whovian.
Yeah. I've got a whole bunch of stuff to catch up on, honestly.
Yeah, things like, I'm not a Whovian, I wouldn't really be able to vouch for it, so yeah.
I haven't been able to watch any episodes, so...
Yeah, it's gotten pretty... it's gotten political, basically.
Yeah.
Which
sucks.
Well, I don't know what else they could possibly... I don't know what else they could possibly move on to. I mean, politics would be the next thing, I guess, but, you know.
Yeah.
Make up some fictional planet and do something else.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Would you say Doctor Who is taking the route of the Pokemon series where it's just doing the same thing over and over with no originality whatsoever? Ha ha ha.
Yes, we are coming up upon the final 5.
No,
we actually went on for longer than we should have.
Way to segue. We got 1 minute left, so basically you can shut up. Okay, now it's the final 5, so let's go there. As usual, ladies and gentlemen, the final 5 is where we take the last 5 minutes to talk about final thoughts and everything like that. As usual, here we will begin with Cruiser. So in 3, 2, 1, you can begin now.
Work out hockey glances interview, as well as hopefully I'll get the lines in from Will and Finn for the next Hoof Rock.
Ooh.
and I have a ton of packages to ship out.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it?
Hence the bubble wrap.
Yes.
Is that it?
Give me.
Oh my god.
Get your own.
So that's all you gotta say there? Hold on.
Well, no, one more here.
Rip.
It's possible that Tony Sampson, the voice of Eddie from Ed and Eddie, will be joining me and Master Code on one of his gaming streams here soon.
Cool.
Nice.
If we ever get, once we get the show like redone there, we could probably have him on ours. Or since we're gonna be restarting fresh, I'm gonna be like making all these unlisted. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Anyway, I guess since the next up is Justin Jablonski, since he's the next one on the list here. So why don't we do that there? So let me just take this here. So Justin, begin.
All right, coming up from I have my Smash Brothers review in the next couple weeks. I expect it the week after it gets released. After that, I still got scripts to write. I got articles to take care of, and then it's packing, and moving by the beginning of the year. Other than that, so probably throughout the month of December, you're gonna see a lot of changes behind me. Maybe not.
I think he went out.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, too bad, Jablonski. You kind of lost your privileges on that one. So I guess the next one up is Bright Idea. So there you go. Drink your motherfucking drugs. Anyway, that's what he said. That's what he says. Okay, Bright, you begin now.
All right. So since this week, I'm not really sure what's going on Bright Idea wise. I did release a new comic dub very recently. I think I might be doing more of those in the near future. And with the coming of human Bright Idea will come new content, not pony related, but I'll still be doing MLP content, and it's just as much of a surprise to me as it is to the rest of y'all. So just looking forward to a brighter future. No.
Oh, shut up.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. That one was a stretch. I know. That was bad. I feel bad. But that's all I have to say. It'll be sure full of puns.
So I guess that leaves me. And if it's okay with you guys, I'd actually like to leave the call to make my last Final Fight moment, please.
Wait, what?
Leave the call to do your.
You know what? I'm actually just. You know what? If it's all right there, I'm just gonna put it on mute because I just kind of want no distractions on this one. For a moment.
Wait,
there.
so. Okay. You want to put us on mute?
Yeah, I'm gonna put you guys on mute for a moment there, just so no one can do this here because I kind of need this one here. This is going out to everybody out there who has been following me on DeviantArt very much. For those of you who actually hadn't noticed there, I've been going through a really tough time with what happened to me this Monday, and I apologize if this is getting all schmaltzy emotional at the end there, but like one of the things I just want to point out right now is that since writing those articles, I'm sorry, those journal entries, if you don't know what I'm talking about, there was a thing I wrote on the a couple last Monday called 7 Years Wasted, and I confessed the girl I've been with in a long distance relationship has been unfortunately cheated on me behind my back, and it's been, since that happened, it happened that day at work, it's been really starting to get me stressed out there. Like, I won't go into details, just like I've just been really crazy about that. I've been trying to get my stuff back from her for a while, and during the stream she actually sent me a message saying she's sending it tomorrow, and like quite literally I just wanted to send it so she can get it out of my life. But the most I could just say right now is just I want to thank everyone, just literally everyone who's had my back on this one. Just like I'm just like really, really blessed to have a lot of friends that have been at my back. Just really. And the fact that just like when I posted this journal entry, my full purpose was not to get pity. It wasn't to get recognition. It wasn't to get like sorrow or anything like that. It was just for the full purpose of telling people just not to do this to your people. If you're not happy in a relationship, just don't hide it behind your back. Just like feel free to admit it there. Just like really. The fact is, like, it's getting close to this thing happening there. I just want to get my jewelry back, especially the ring I gave her. But, like, honestly, like, people have been saying to me, just, like, go out, treat yourself, whatever. I can't really do that right now. It's a complicated story. But, again, just... the fact that you guys came together and just tried to... and just actually did show care for me, just trying to get me back up on my feet. I cannot thank you guys enough. I really can't. It's just whatever. It's just I wasn't expecting that much there, and like I know the second journal entry I made was just me ranting of anger, getting everything off my back. But the fact that just it all happened just hit me huge. So yes, again, guys, I want to thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. Really do. Like I said, I can finally, once she's this probably tomorrow, hopefully I can finally get her out of my life. And just, anyway, guys, thanks again. We'll be back next week at around 8 p.m. regular time. And with that said, have a good night.